How do buildings get built? The building process usually starts with the owners of a property or developer deciding they want to construct a building on their site. One of the first steps is to hire an architect or an architectural firm to design a building that meets the owner's needs and conforms with the local building zoning codes and ordinances. The architect may hire a team of other design professionals and engineers that specialize in different areas such as landscape, civil, structural, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. They all work together to design a structure. The drawings from all these different specialists are combined into one package of design drawings by the architect or firm and are presented to the owner or developer. There may be some back and forth for revisions, but once the design of the structure is approved, the owner or developer will move forward in requesting bids from general contractors, providing all the design drawings for reference. The general contractor will oversee and run the project from beginning to end. They work to organize and build the teams for all the different trade categories that are needed to come together to complete this structure. They manage all the puzzle pieces we talked about earlier. When a general contractor receives an RFP or a request for proposal from the owner or developer of said piece of property they want to construct a building on, the general contractor will distribute the design drawings to subcontractors to bid the work out for various trades such as earthwork, concrete, steel, plumbing, electrical, wood framing, drywall, air conditioning and heating, roofing, etc. It is here your steel construction organization, as one of the subcontractors, will review the drawings, estimate, and bid for the work at hand. Let's take a minute to look at this from a steel construction company's point of view. When bidding the steel work for a construction project, the steel contractor reviews primarily the architectural and structural drawings for the steel elements of a construction job. However, it is wise to look at all the drawings, including the mechanical, civil, landscape drawings, as well as the specification book under Division 5 and the general structural notes. In the United States, structural steel must comply with the American Institute of Steel Construction, the AISC, and American Welding Society, AWS. Most municipalities require that steel fabricators have a quality assurance certification, such as that from the AISC. Steel contractors also must have a contractor's license, general liability insurance, and workers' compensation insurance to bid work. Now, after the steel contractor has reviewed, estimated, and compiled their bid for the project, the proposal is submitted to the general contractor, outlining the scope of work, what is included along with what is excluded from the bid, and the price to do the work proposed. The general contractor then collects the bids from the different subcontractors. After selecting the best qualified bids for each trade category, the general contractor will prepare a final bid number for the owner or developer for the cost to construct the building. The owner or developer will then review all the bids from the general contractors, negotiate and award the project to the general contractor that fits the ticket. The selected general contractor is then given a contract to construct the building. The general contractor, or GC, will then select their subcontractors and issue a letter of intent, followed by subcontracts for signature. This subcontract is created in accordance to the portions of work they had bid, along with schedules and calendars that must be followed. The GC establishes the schedule and coordinates the various sequences of work with the subcontractors that's within reason in order to complete the structure. From foundation to concrete, from steel erection to plumbing, and so forth, the schedule indicates when their portion of the work is to be done within the sequence of the overall construction project. And it isn't uncommon for there to be back and forth conversations to make sure appropriate time is allotted for said work. Since there are a lot of moving parts and various subcontractors who will work at the same time, the GC typically has a team that oversees the various construction elements of the project. The team usually has project managers, site field superintendents directing the work, and more. All while coordinating schedules, calendars, and subcontracts, the design drawings are submitted to the local building department and checked for conformance to industry codes, standards, and zoning ordinances. After approval, building permits are issued for the construction of the project to the general contractor. Inspectors are assigned to check and inspect the work throughout the entire process to assure that the work is done in conformance with the drawings, standards, and codes. Let's go back to the steel subcontractor. When a steel subcontractor is officially awarded a project from the GC after having the scope, schedule, and subcontracts squared away and signed, the steel subcontractor will begin assembling their team members, project managers, estimators, detailers, and more. We call this the handover meeting, where all the pertinent information for the job is disclosed to the rest of the team who will be working on this structure. Material for the job is also evaluated, nested, and ordered for the project through something called an advanced bill of materials. Material is ordered much faster than it used to be to keep up with the material availability and material price fluctuations. The estimator will go through the job thoroughly with the project manager to familiarize them with the project. The detailer will begin creating and conforming shop and erection drawings according to the drawings provided by the architect and engineers. It is the project manager's role to make sure that the detailer has the latest set of drawings. The shop and erection drawings are the instruction manuals for the ironworkers in the shop and in the field in order to create each piece and assembly that will make up this structure. Among the project manager's other responsibilities is to make sure that the job is on schedule, on budget, and the information flow is current and correct. They work closely with the detailers to answer any RFIs, requests for information, with the architects, information needed to correctly draw the shop drawings. Once the shop drawings are prepared by the detailer, they must be submitted to the general contractor for approval by the architects and engineers. After they have returned with a stamp of approval, the shop drawings are submitted to the shop and work moves forward with the construction of parts and assemblies that will be shipped to the field for erection. This is but a taste of the inner workings for how buildings are built. Yeah, it's a lot, we know, but having insight into the workings for how buildings are built help us to understand our role in the shop and in the field. You can consider this the circle of life for any steel construction company. Hey, if you like this content, please consider subscribing and hit that like button, but also visit us at www.workerefficiency.com to learn more about our video training courses specifically for the steel construction industry.